you're in support of the idea that Germany should work and cooperate with Russia and negotiate.
Yes, of course, they did this.
Yeah.
They did this even before the First World War, yeah, because before the First World War they had good connections. I mean, they fought against Napoleon together.
Yes, they did.
The Austrians, Austria-Hungary and German Empire, not
Yes.
exactly the same like now, but
Hmm.
predecessor. And it was always the UK who intervened and tried to split everybody.
Yeah.
It was always their hand. Also in the Second World War, I know that I have not researched it really thoroughly, but I know that they gave money to Hitler in the 1930s or to his party. So they were somehow involved here as well. It remains to be researched how exactly, but the UK had a hand in this for sure, in his rise. So that's the question. If we can really, the UK is gone now, that's good that it's gone from the EU. So they stopped poisoning the water here, yeah?
Yeah.
And now we can see how they will be on their own. We can get happy. I mean, they can be with Canada, with their Commonwealth bodies and so on, and stay away from European affairs, because they're not part of Europe actually, almost.
How about
I mean,
How about China?
China. I think that they also can have a lot of things to offer. Have you seen what they're building? They're building entire cities in the desert.
Yes, they are.
Trains.
Hmm.
The development is extremely quick because they have the big advantage that the state, they have private enterprises, but they still have a very strong central state which simply pours money into each project. They don't need any approval from anyone. They just do it. They can put enormous amounts of money into the workforce. That's what we don't have, because you have a very weak state here. The state has no power in Europe. In China, it's the state which plans and allocates money and resources. So that's a big difference, I think. That's why they can do what they want, because they have no restrictions.
Could you share what do you do when you're not working and talking about politics? Do you play video games?
No. Look, I don't talk about politics with any of my relatives or my friends. I have a few friends, not too much, to be honest, but these 3 or 4 people, I don't bother them with this.
Stay away from that subject, right?
For example, before I came for this interview, I was out. So it's Friday. We have off at work ends at 15:30, and then we have time. And we had a few drinks. Decided to have a few drinks here too. And so what we do? We go to the cinema, we go to the parks. You know that Stuttgart is a very green city.
Oh, yes.
So if you don't want to spend money in a cafe, you can buy a few beers or coffee, doesn't matter, and sit somewhere and talk. And we listen to music. I mean, like, I try to lead a normal life. No one wants to talk about politics. It's also very good. Please?
What kind of music do you listen to?
Well, I listen to what the others have. I don't bring my own. That's the best way. That's the best compromise, you know? You say, hey, bring what you want. I will listen. Recently, we have turned to 70s German pop. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Very relaxed. It was the time of optimism, you know? Economic rise. And it also reflects in the music. Then we have German punk rock, which was a protest music against all these capitalists' push and very long working hours and so on. If you want, I can later on send you some songs or links. I don't have the names of the bands in my head. I have here. I can show you how many external hard drives I have full of music and films.
Oh, you got music.
So, yeah.
Music library, yeah.
And films and so on, and also books and whatnot. Pirated books.
Hey, share the knowledge, right?
Yeah, no, I just downloaded this. Many of these things are also in Russian, because films you can watch only in Russian if you want to stream, like new movies and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I do, Nothing special. That's why I go to Liveleak. It's the place where you can talk about politics.
Yeah.
My mother is already, no, not again.
Not again.
She's like, because early on we used to talk a lot about that, but it's pointless. Oh, no, we're not religious. My mother is, I told you, East German.
Mm-hmm.
She's a chemist, scientist.
Mm-hmm.
She's chemistry at university here, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, she doesn't believe in any of these white bearded fairy tales in the sky. She said that God is a lie.
Yeah.
So maybe she's right, but there must be something.
Yeah.
But not like the church describes it.
Before this interview, I finished a series of interviews with Eric. Did you get to see
I
any?
watched it. Oh, yes, I watched this. I watched the last two, not the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, I find he's quite interesting. I just didn't like how he threatened another user in the comments.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah.
You can say it was a joke or something, but it was still a bit odd.
Yeah. Smart guy.
But I like his beard. It looks like some kind of Protestant or whatever that is.
Amish, the Amish. You're thinking about the Amish.
They're not Protestants. I mean, whatever. But
Yeah. Well, Anna.
No electricity, yeah?
Hey, I appreciate the time. I know it's very late for you. You've had a long week. And I hope...
Don't worry, I have time. I just was not sure if you're going to make this or not.
Oh, okay.
Now
No, I was sure.
Don't care. It depends on your time.
Oh, you still got more time?
Whatever. It depends on you, what you want to do, how much time you want to waste with me. I mean, not that important. If you have other questions, go ahead.
Well,
I'll just get me a drink in a few minutes, and then we can go ahead.
Well, it's not a waste of time for me. I'm very pleased to speak with you.
It's very interesting. I appreciate that. Very nice of you.
I wish you could share some of your beer because I don't have any, but it's okay. I'm drinking.
I have not only beer. If you don't mind, may I just 1 second switch off the video and get me something? Just 1 minute moment.
Yeah, sure, certainly. Let's take a break.
I'll be back in a second. So I'm here because you talked about the beer. We have something better.
Okay.
Than beer.
A beer set.
So here it is. You know that, I guess.
Bombay Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Oh, dry gin.
Yes.
Oh.
It was from our job. We had how should I say, a colleague was leaving. We had this party, and we had drinks. Someone said, okay, whatever is left, take it home. We took this and this.
Oh, you got the good stuff. Tonic water, perfect.
I have even more. My entire fridge is full with alcohol. I cannot show you.
No, it's okay. So, do you have beer that? Do you have beer at room temperature?
No.
You always refrigerate it?
Yes, in the how's it called? In the ice box.
Ice box, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Up there. Very cold.
Because many Germans drink beer at room temperature.
I know. I hate that.
You never.
Depends on which beer. I think that the white beer, the Weizen beer, you should drink a bit warmer.
Yeah.
Not extremely cold. Yes.
Yes.
Also the black beer.
Yes, dark beer.
But the lager beer, I think, can be ice cold.
Yeah.
I'm not a male German. You have to ask a male German about beer. My half brother. I'm not a real German. Yeah, I'm only half. So what I say is not important. I don't touch on real German people beer culture.
Yeah.
They'll deport me. Oh, but that's fake.
Is it?
That's not good. In Stuttgart, they have also. You have been in the city. You know that we have several times a year. There are like celebrations where you can consume beer and have beer. So. Also Zweibrücken. I think that the place where you have been is also very nice. They have very good. I've been there 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have very nice places where you can drink, like old-fashioned, nice places. Restaurants, like restaurants.
Yeah, and the big mugs, and the singing, and the dancing on the table.
Big mugs. You want to see a really big
No,
mug?
the big mugs. Yeah.
That one is very old. This is like 60 years old. Belongs to my grandmother.
Oh, I got one of those from Zweibrücken.
Yeah, but it's really very old. This is from Saarbrücken. Okay, but this is not from a city.
No.
This is really, I think, for hunters or something. Yeah, look, the dog,
Yeah.
and the hunter,
Yes.
and it's like dedicated to hunting. I think my grandfather most likely did something like that. I don't know. Didn't know him really.
So that's what we call an heirloom, something that you pass on to generation
Yes.
to generation.
It's full of.
Yeah.
Look, the entire apartment is full with old shit.
Yeah.
I
Heirlooms.
just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't find time to sell it yet.
No, that stuff is priceless. The stories with it for the,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they traveled a lot.
Yeah, a lot of history. Well, Anna, I'm going to let you go so you can get rest and because
Of course. Thank you.
And we must do this again some other time. So thank you so much, and we'll keep in touch.
Thank you. All the best. Cheers. Let me know when you will make the second part. All the best. Bye. Have a nice evening.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Ja, gute Nacht. Tschüss.